There is new data out of Brazil. The inflation there last month rose more than expected, and economists say the data suggests that the government may miss its target for this year. Paulo Cabral is live for us in Sao Paulo with more. Paulo?
Well, Phil, actually, the inflation in February reached 0.69%, up from 0.55% in the month of January. There are some explanations for this. Actually, two factors were quite heavy here. The rise in the prices of private school tuition and food. And this happens because actually this is the beginning of the school year in Brazil. It begins in February. So this is when these rises really kick in. And in the case of food, the problem is that Brazil has been facing a drought in a large part of its territory. So the prices of food have been coming steeply up, really.
So it seems to be under control. What's the outlook now for the next several months?
Well, look, actually the problem is that specifically in the month of February we had these two factors, education and food. But economists say that there are a number of prices in the economy that have been going consistently up over the last few months. So to say, the main thing are the salaries, really. You know, as the unemployment is extremely low, it's getting more and more expensive to hire people. And this, of course, increases the demand in the economy and hence the inflation. Energy has also been going up. And actually, Brazil has an inflation target. It's 4.5% with an upper limit of 6.5%. That's the tolerance the government would have. And if you take the numbers, the figures, until February this year, the last 12 months, that would be already at almost 5.7%. So closing in on the government's self-imposed target, self-imposed limit.
So you've got the 4.5%, the 6.5%. We're almost at the 6.5% target that the government's looking for. If it goes past that or gets close to that, do you expect the government to take any action?
Well, look, they are already raising interest rates. They have been doing that for the last few months. The government expected to end the cycle of hikes for now, but it seems it won't be able to do so. The problem is that most economists say that the more consistent thing the government should do would be to cut its own expenses. But look, we are in an election year, so it's very unlikely that the government will reduce civil servant salaries or try to deal with pensions, to reduce pensions at this point, and much less to cut any of its important programs in health or education. And the same thing actually goes for interest rates. You know, I mean, the government does not want to raise interest rates because this would slow down the economy, and again, not a very popular measure in the near of an important election about to happen.